5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, darlings. How are we all?
Hello.
I hope you're doing well. Sorry, me.
How's your flange?
It's this flange on here is, I think, some
moist?
Yeah, some
It's gone moist.
moisture has got in there, and it's kind of making it a little bit creaky to move. But what can one do about these things?
You think it'd make it better to move?
Yeah, but no, apparently it doesn't. Just a sticky, moist flange. Just it's just not how I foresaw things.
Homer,
hello. How are we doing, everyone? How is life treating you all? I hope you're all well. I hope you're tickety-boo or boodly-tick. Boodly-tick? Boodly-tick.
I quite like that.
Boodly-tick. But yeah, so what's been happening, everyone? I know we didn't do last week. I got a bit of a swollen throat for some reason and had a Queen gig on the Friday. So it was
How did the gig go?
Apart from, for some reason, someone turned the bass down during our first set completely. So we'd done the sound, and I handed it. They've got a sort of guy there who does a bit of the sound and stuff. So I handed it to him, just so, right, do you want to just do some tweaks? So he tweaked it all. Okay, cool. We start playing, and then someone said, we can't hear the bass very well. And when I looked at the desk, the bass was off. So
wouldn't it have been him that did it?
possibly, because I went outside and said, apparently the bass had been turned off. And he went, really? I didn't sound like it. Same person who stuck a bit of tape on your cymbals.
That dude.
So,
oh, yeah.
The thing is that I'm not saying for definite it was him, but it could have also been, because our desk is one of those kind of ones that you mix on an iPad. If a person selects the wrong thing, like if they don't select their channel and select a different thing and drop it on there, it can do that as well. So,
yeah.
But once we turned the bass up with the second set, sounded all right. But no, the voice held out pretty well, actually. That's sort of
Very good.
starting to get the hang of it and know where to put things and everything. How about you? How was yours?
That bloke put tape on my cymbal, and I took it straight off, but he didn't see it come off, and he was going, oh, it's much better with the tape. What's the word? Massive bellend. Yeah, my weekend was fine. Can't remember where I was playing. I was with Sons of Southpool. We did a private thing, birthday party, but it was really good. Really
Oh,
good.
excellent.
Really good crack, and I had someone in to record on Friday vocals, and that wasn't that enjoyable. Right, shall we do...
Anyone we know?
Ain't No Love... No, it was fine. Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City.
Oh, yeah, why not? Should we go steaming in hard with some Snake first of all? Hang on. There we are. Okay, that's very quiet.
Right, let's do that again.
Yeah, it should be coming through on there. Is your volume up?
Really quiet, isn't it?
Let's try again. Here we go. Can you hear something? Is it now? Ain't no love. Oh, yeah. Now? Ain't no love in the heart of the No. Love in the heart of town. Ain't no love, sure is a pity. Ain't no love since you went around. Since you went around. From the city wall to the county line. That's why there ain't no love in the heart of the city. There ain't no love in this heart of town. There ain't no love, it sure is a pity, child. There ain't no love since you ain't around. Tell me about it, Simon. Come on, baby. Yeah. Without your love, baby, things have changed. And now that you're gone, you know the sun don't shine. From the city wall to the county line. That's why there ain't no love in the heart of the city. Ain't no love in the part of town. There ain't no love, sure is a pity, child. There ain't no love since you snapped a string. Ow, ow. That's the one. Got notification. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. There ain't no love in the part of town. Oh, babe, I know. Ain't no love, sure is a pity, child. There ain't no love since you ain't around. Since you ain't around.
Your voice sounded really good though.
Can't believe you broke a string straight in there. Well done,
Two,
sir.
I broke two.
Two
at the same time. I gave the whammy a little bit of a
tug.
a bit of a tug.
I took my whammy,
And,
came off of my hand.
Came straight off. Was not happy.
Right,
With
evening chapettes, finally back in the Cowan Telescope this week after a couple of years. Looking forward to it very much. Sweet, awesome.
What are the new songs?
Yes, do tell us, so we can see if we can steal them or not. Simon's mic is very quiet. We have addressed that, and also he was talking back here as well. He was. He's had even less sleep than normal.
Hi, Leanne.
As you can hear, I'm a dying man.
What do you fancy there? Pick one.
Oh, okay. Let's go for...
Yeah, man.
Shall we? Okay, we're going to try something. Something a little bit more. Sky is red, I don't understand. Past midnight, I still see the land. People say the woman is dead. She made the bed by the weight of her hand. Cities ablaze, skies on fire. Woman's flames are reaching high. People do, they call a liar. All I hear Didn't believe she was double-bound. Said, curse you while you never learned. When I leave, there's no return. People laughed and she said, burn. Morning came, no one cared. Up was shaking, we stood as dead. When it came, no one was spared. It's bad. You know we had no time. Could not even try. You know we have no time. Stop playing it like it's me. We'll sort that in a minute. Simon keeps getting notifications. You know we have no time. Could not even try. We know we have no time. Well done. Good work. I forgot the word. I forgot the word. Oh, that's it. She makes you burn by the wake of the hay. Morning came, no one cared. Earth was shaking, we stood instead. When it came, no one was spared. All I hear is bad. Talk about brain fart.
The BVs on that were so loud. nothing else.
What are the first words? Sky is red, I don't understand, past midnight, can't see the land. That's it, isn't it?
I never know any lyrics for anything, ever.
That's the word, that's the lyrics. Right, okay, people have said stuff. Let's see what people have said. What saith you, lovely people? Okay, so Nick says, well, how am I? Well, I heard from someone I've not spoken to for years calling me my good friend. I'm now worrying why and what he wants. Have you come into money recently, Nick? Martin, howdy chaps? Hello,
Hi,
Martin.
Martin. Very
How
nice to see you.
are you? Been a while, dear boy. Lee says, my mum had her 60th about 2 weeks ago. Party was great. We had sidetracked. I was at a band. Playing in the garden went really well.
Excellent, dude.
Jolly good. Nick also says, if Simon was any more laid back, he would topple back off that stool, mate.
I have a few times.
He has. And he is very tired. So we're both feeling a little bit worse for wear.
We're never good anymore, are we?
No, we're not. Take Me Out, that's really good fun. Yeah, great tune. American Idiot, which I may or may not be singing. Excellent, good, what I'd like to hear. We don't rehearse because of distances and schedules, just learn our parts and try it live. Yeah, it sounds like most of us.
Most bands do that.
Yeah. And for some of us, it shows more than others. Thank you, Carl.
Carl! Hello, Carl!
And thank you, Lee, as well. Thank you very much, Lee, for liking the stream. Much appreciated.
What do you want to do here?
Oh, let's go...
Smile.
I can't remember that for this shit. What about... Let's go for...
Take Me Out.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. In honour of Rob's new tunes, we're going to steal one. Because we can. Right, let's do this. So if you're lonely, you know I'm here waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot away from you. And if you leave here, you leave me broken, shattered, I lie. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot, then we can die. Be leaving here with you. I say, don't you know? You say you don't know. I say, take me out. I say you don't show. Don't move, time is slow. I say, take me out. I say you don't know. You say you don't know. I say, take me out. If I move, this could die. me out. If I move, this could die. I move, this could die. Come on, take me out. Was I in tune?
Yeah.
So, loud basses. Just
Oh, we couldn't hear.
wasn't sure. I was a guessing.
Tainted Love, do you want to do that?
Oh, why not? Bit of soft sell. Lee says, the party went down well. I went to the pub after to catch the tail end of Born Wild. My mate ended up kicking off and got barred.
Oh.
Question. Okay. Something I've often wondered regarding this topic. No idea where it was somebody from the West Country. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Burke from Trapdoor.
There's something down there.
So, I do look like Boney, actually. Oh, hello, Burke. If you have that friend who, when they go out, they tend to kick off or cause trouble, why, I know there's loads of groups of friends who do this, and they spend the whole night having to look after this one person. Why do people put up with it? And it's usually, oh, well, he's all right, or no, he's okay, he's a good lad.
He's
just
fine until he gets a few drinks in him.
Yeah, exactly. Why do people tolerate it? Because if your whole night ends up being spent watching this little knobber trying to kill people and you trying to stop him, and that's not me saying that your mate's a knobber. I'm just talking about in general, as in, you know, as in general, when I see these groups of people, why do people put up with it? Because surely you just go out and you've got that, oh, God, what's he going to do? Is he going to spoil our night? So if you have had a group of friends and you have been in this situation, tell me why, please.
I don't like knobheads.
Yeah, tell me why.
I don't like knobheads.
So yeah, why do you put up with it? For what purpose, if it spoils your evening? Please let us know. Answers on a postcard.
Please write in.
P.O. Box. Knobber.
MikeVonbeardingham.com. Knobber.
Knobber. Let me know when. Sometimes I feel I've got to run away.
Right, I think we can do.
We're doing well tonight. Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain driving the heart of me. The love we share seems to go nowhere. And I've lost my life. I toss and turn, can't sleep at night. Once I ran to you. Now I run from you. This ain't love you give up. need someone to hold you tight. And you think love's to pray, but I'm sorry, I don't pray that way. Once I ran to you, now I run from you. This tainted love you've given, I'll give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not living. Oh, tainted love, tainted love. Don't touch me, please, I cannot stand the way you tease. I love you, don't hurt me so. Don't go to pack my feet and go. Touch my baby, tainted love. 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 That's a new track. Hello, David. How you doing? We got there eventually. What do you both think of Marilyn Manson's version of Tainted Love? Personally, I prefer it because it's more... It is a good version.
I don't like it.
No?
No.
Why, Simon? Why?
Because it's just too...
Did you just beatbox?
The world... I fart box. It's just too fucking boring. Just not my taste, but I love lots of his other. Rock is Dead is such a great track. What was the other one?
The first album I ever heard of Marilyn Manson was Antichrist Superstar. And that's one of the albums that sort of taught me to start like pushing and trying to scream my voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Didn't work.
He does that really well, though. So,
Yeah.
like, Dave Grohl is just incredible at doing that, going into a scream and still keeping complete control of it without blowing his voice out. It's just such... I don't know how he does it. I just don't know, mate.
I just don't know. He has better control of that than his pants.
I mean, may well do.
Yeah. So Lee said he's a knobhead. He's usually okay when we're at the Crown. He's usually okay. We've all been there. I don't know why he does. He says he's old enough to know better, but recently his behaviour has gone off a cliff, according to mutual friends. Oh, it's just a shame, isn't it? And it doesn't have to be that way. That's the thing. It's just generally as a rule, if you're a bit of a bell chief when you're drunk, don't drink.
I love that. Beautiful People. That's the song, dude. Yeah.
I did a rock metal wedding a few weeks ago. They didn't want normal rock and metal, AC/DC, Rammstein. They wanted metal covers of pop songs, metal versions of Tainted Love Has Broken Me. I do think there are certain people who could pull off like heavy metal covers. Like for some reason, I've always made, Machine Head.
Yeah.
Like, Rob Flynn. I've always just pictured him doing for sort of like, oh, baby, was I supposed to know? Just that kind of... I'm just like...
When I used to play around the Peel in Kingston, there was a couple of bands I used to work with.
In Kingston Town?
Town, yeah. And there was a band there was a band that was from that area called 10 Dead Men, and that's all they used to do was just covers of really poppy songs, exactly like that.
There was a band
and they actually did that song.
Oh, really?
Exactly like you
Excellent.
just did it.
There used to be a band in Colchester, I think they were from that area, called Fun Frock.
Yeah.
And they were absolutely brilliant. They just did like speed punk versions of pop songs, all wearing dresses. They were absolutely brilliant. Back in the days of the Oliver Twist. Many moons. Did you ever play at the Twist?
I may have done. I don't remember it.
No. Now I don't want you, and now I don't need you.
But when he gets to the chorus,
yeah, exactly. It's
so
just
good at it. It's just ripping it off. Right. That's such a great riff.
Oh, fuck it, we'll try this.
Do you want to play guitar?
We'll try.
No one knows that song, but it's such a great riff. That's
What is that song, Simon? I don't know it.
It's Rush. On the way to Bangkok, but the Turning Express.
That sounds horrible.
Along the way, we know we're the best.
Have you got a spare pick?
Yeah, man. I am full of picks. I've got more picks than I know what to do with. I'm in pick heaven.
I'm up to my neck in pick clutch.
I've got some major pick clunge going on.
Does anybody still use the word clunge?
I did.
Oh, Neil's first ever gig was at the Twist. Hello, Neil.
Oh, no!
Neil. Oh, that sounds horrible.
Oh, that's
vile.
really vile.
That's even worse.
What have you got on patch 14?
Let's have a look.
No, you're on 12. You're on 12, not 14.
That's not too bad.
Okay, it might be a bit loud. Kevin Carpenter!
Okay, haven't played for a while.
Kevin Carpenter, how are you, my friend?
Yes, hello, darling. It's been a while since you've
I
seen
was going to send you a text, actually, about... Because Kevin's given me loads of new music to listen to, really good stuff. There's a band called Frost, so it's Frost with an asterisk, and the album's called Life in the Wires, and I meant to send
That's
you a text.
nothing to do with because there was a musician called Frost, isn't there, from like the old black metal days?
Yeah, no.
Oh, no, I've got that tune again.
Okay, you ready for this?
What harmony are you doing?
Oh, fuck this, dude. Should we just sit?
You got that's the other one.
Yeah, why not?
Go for that. All right. Wish us luck, everyone.
Take his tail. Your fire musket better run your throat. So when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stay on, there's no turning back. The sound sounds, the charge begins. And on this battlefield no one wins. The smell of liquid smoke and horse's breath as we race to watch the sun down.
Something like that.
You did really well there. What's that?
No idea. That's been the daughter's slaughter, isn't it? Something like that. Mike, you are a better guitarist than you give yourself credit for. Well, if I think I'm absolutely dog shit, even if I can just play a note, then that makes me better. So,
I think that's well said as well, Rob. I keep saying to him about his playing, and he goes, "No,
I'm all right rhythm player, but just like my lead work's just shoddy as fuck.
Right, Kevin said, "I'm good, thanks. I'll give them a listen." You better, mate.
You better.
Yeah, I'm coming
Bloody
round. I'm coming round. I hope you're doing well. Dude, missed you. Haven't seen you in a while. Good one. Yeah, play something else on the old guitar.
Oh, we haven't?
It's probably on here then.
Yeah, do you want to see if it's on there?
I will do.
I shall. I shall do exactly that. Yeah, I just don't play guitar very often because I just don't. There you go.
Do it.
That's a very short story.
Right, you big piece of poo.
set you free. I need you here by me, because in the midnight hour, she cried more, 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 more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, 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 more. Oh, in the midnight hour, babe, more, more, more. To yell, rebel yell, more, more, more. To go for the second Wheels out all night to the take Just so long, don't let me stay. Go on,
Oh, you go.
I don't know what's
In B.
what's my second? Don't know where my buttons went.
You love me now, babe. More. With a rebel yell, she cry more. Ooh yeah, little baby. She want more. Ooh yeah, little angel. She want more.
Yeah, I have no idea what these channels do. Apart from that one, made everything go away.
That was the super silent channel.
Oh, is that a new channel?
It's got like an auto wah on it by the sounds of
It
it.
has, isn't it? It's like one.
That's nicer.
That's just more metal, isn't it?
Police around my brain. They can't go insane.
I don't know. Okay, so TL has joined us, ladies and gentlemen. TL is in the house.
Yes, TL. You sent me a link to a track. I clicked on it and it said no track. But thank you for sending it to me. Could you send me that link again, dude? Because it was just came up with nothing. So it was to I think your Google Drive, and it had no track on it at all. So thank you for sending it anyway. But yeah.
I'm trying to remember how when we did South of Heaven. Do you remember it? Is that it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I can't remember all the parts. We'll have to do it, and that was fun.
Yes!
Wherever it was. Right, we have a chat subject, ladies and gentlemen. We do, rather than us fannying about trying to remember songs. Should we have a chat? Let's do that. Okay, so we have a chat subject tonight, ladies and gents. It's
Sorry, Rob said, as you seem to be mettling out, Pantera.
Oh, we can throw some Pantera in at the end. Why not? We still really need to do a track for Cemetery Gates. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I will do it.
That's all. I know you are a busy man. Right. Okay. So the chat subject tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is
Imposter syndrome.
Right. Most of us probably on this channel watching feel a degree of this in some form or another. So,
Carrie mentioned it to me just outside, actually,
Yeah.
before I came in.
so first of all, imposter syndrome. Is there a difference between imposter syndrome, low self-esteem, just thinking you're not good enough, or is that all tie into the same thing?
Yeah, very much so. So imposter syndrome, for people that aren't aware of it, I think pretty much everyone's aware of it now. But first of all, do you want to say what you see imposter syndrome as?
I think it's where you're constantly feeling that you're faking it to make it. That
Yeah, so you don't feel confident in a role or roles that you're doing, and you feel that, so other people in that particular role, they're very professional, or they're very capable, or they're very in control of their thing, and you feel that you're just living on the edge and just kind of getting away with it and not quite doing it right, or you feel a fake in it. So people can have imposter syndrome as a parent.
In a job.
Lots of new mothers say that they kind of feel that thing where you're kind of on a roller coaster and it's running away, and definitely in a job. But also as well, people feel that sometimes with even kind of day-to-day life, like kind of, just going to the supermarket and talking to people and being like that. So yeah, it can be quite
and also
broad.
Does it also cover, for example, people when receiving praise, they don't feel worthy of that praise?
Yeah, but then you could say that's more rooted in self-admonishment. So it would be where you lack confidence in yourself. It's usually with some form of anxiety or depression, or not feeling capable enough, or not feeling worthy enough in yourself.
Where do you think the line crosses between just low self-esteem or, just lack of belief in yourself to actual imposter syndrome?
I think, so I've read a load of papers and stuff on this.
Of course you have.
Of course I have. And there is a lot of research in it, and it's been very much something more of recent years as opposed to tried and tested. And so it's still a fairly kind of, I would say, fairly young field compared to some of the other points in psychology. But it's greatly tied into self-esteem, or problems with self-esteem. But then I think also as well, it's one of those things that, so one of the papers I read, it said that it's kind of, a lot of these things have taken a lot more effect and had a lot wider spread notice, and it could be just because people have been more aware of mental anxiety and stuff like that, but since social media, so people see other people putting up my perfect life, etc., and they feel more inferior in themselves, and because that scope within social media is so vast, whereas before it would be down to, if you were working in a job or you were with a family or something, you would have your immediate kind of circle and peer group.
Less to impress.
Yeah, but that kind of feeling of so many people seem to be so capable in so many different fields, and you feeling inadequate against that background. But as we know, social media is a massive...
Full of shit.
Yeah, it's a massive facade. People put up this... First of all, it's a human condition to have an ego and want people to think that you're amazing and look up to you and all the rest of it. We are pack animals, so we live in a hierarchical society. So it's natural that people have that bent that they want people to think they're amazing. That's why people spend so much on fashion, or whether it be surgery or...
Willy compensating cars.
Yeah, absolutely. Or bikes, trainers, whatever it may be. There's...
Nothing makes me laugh more than, especially where I work, we have a couple... Rob knows, where Rob used to work and I work, there's a couple of speed bumps. And you get these guys will come pegging it in their car, just revving the shit. You just like try and get through 5 gears between speed bumps, and just like,
So there's a friend of that I know, and so for instance, every opportunity he has, he'll say, I own my house outright, so I don't have and that is a very big thing for him, because
he's not a millionaire, is he?
No, he's definitely not that. But it's a very thing of, it's a way of bolstering up himself, because he kind of feels, he has to show that, look how great I am with my money, or whatever the case is. He has to show that, and that is, again, it's covering an inadequacy. And every opportunity he has, he will say, I own my own house, outright.
So do you think, with imposter syndrome, though, is that more likely to be more kind of self-deprecating, while people like that are far more egotistical, arrogant, they are compensating for something.
Well, no. So,
or do you find do you get people
you can
with
see
both?
that slightly wrong. So, with that example about that bloke that will always say when he gets a chance, "Oh, I own my own house outright," it's so for him, he has a lot of confidence problems.
Okay.
And so that's it's a compensation. But again, it goes to that human need and that deep fault within all of us as humans that we have this penchant for ego and egocentricity.
Rob says, completely agree, both as a loose-term musician, husband and parent. I definitely feel like I have a degree of imposter syndrome.
Hi, Mark.
Hello,
Nice to see you,
Mark. Said speedbumps are probably only 10 metres apart was a lot of my old clients with their cock-enhancing cars. But I know most...
So it comes from
do you have imposter syndrome, do you think?
yeah, I think, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
As a human being, as a guitarist, as a drummer, as just every element of my life.
I always feel, unless I'm playing in a really, really terrible band, I will always feel like I'm the weakest link in a situation.
The difference is, though, is you are.
Yeah. And Robinson would have a field day with me.
Is that the reverb, dude? Can I pull that
Yeah,
back?
you can pull my verb back anytime.
I hate drowning in reverb. Yeah, so I think everyone has that with different elements of their life where there's certain things that people feel confident about, and there'll be certain circumstances, the same thing you feel nervous about, you'll feel confident about in other areas. Again, it's like if you're some people are not looking at the dot, they're looking at the space beside the dot. It comes from the need that we have as humans to feel good about ourselves and our self-worth, and it's rooted in our ego as a lot of our things in our personalities and our psyches are. So yeah, people will always have that in different areas, and from time to time it will be worse. If you started a new job or you're you're going through. A friend of mine, whenever he works in schools, whenever they have I can't remember what it is, the dreaded thing that comes down on the schools, whatever it is. Anyway, and everyone panics and everyone's worried about, are they doing their job properly? So that point, they're suddenly feeling, I'm not up to this, I'm not right. Yeah. And other times they'll feel like I'm really on top of my game and really. So it's just ebbs and flows with people, and it is very much connected with kind of anxiety and depression as well. Again, everyone suffers from areas of anxiety and everyone suffers from areas of depression at different times depending on what's going on in your life and experience and stuff. And at those times when you're going through harder times, that's when you doubt, because whenever you get closer to rock bottom, that's when you start to look at your life and go, what the fuck am I doing wrong here? Why am I struggling? And when you're, you live in the high life and things are good, you never think that because things are good, and we as humans, we have evolved to be wary of the things that harm us and that hurt us. And so whenever we're getting close to rock bottom or we're struggling with things, that's when those things are biggest in our mind, because again, your brain forgets the good stuff very quickly because it's geared around survival. So it's the things that threaten you or worry you that are always going to liven up more parts of your brain than the good bits. Right, we've missed a few things here.
So Nick said, sorry, my son just rang from Norfolk after his girlfriend won a giant teddy bear at the arcade. Well, winning nice. In life. That's all I can say for that. Well done.
Yeah,
good
exactly.
Work.
So they'll be feeling on top dollar,
Yeah.
And so, yeah, everything...
Enjoy those little moments, for they are few.
But certain people who have like long-term depression stuff, and as well, the thing about some people see things very optimistically, others see things very pessimistically. That will have a telling on your life. Some people struggle with depression all their lives, and they will have much more of that imposter syndrome, and other people have very big egos that sometimes really outstrips their talents and abilities, and they will have that a lot less. But again, it's all part of being human.
So if you do have imposter syndrome or you don't feel overly great about yourself, to be honest, Most of us feel the same way. We don't feel great about you either. Not true. No, we love you. Bloody love all of you.
Bloody love you.
All your pros and your cons and your faults and your foibles. We love you right down to your arsehole.
But especially if you got two. Rob said, we always think it won't happen to us, but struggling for self-worth and meaning is the hardest thing I've had to go through. It really is a struggle, man. And so many people, I know you had some quite rough times a little while back, dude, and I really felt for you. And that, you know, when the shit hits the fan, that's when, and you know, you going through the loss of your mum and stuff, and everything that's impacted on your life as well. These when we're going through those times, they feel all encompassing, and it feels like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. But then, if you look back at other times when you've had that in your life, and then we come out and we just. Things pick up and things come out of the blue, you know.
Most of it's just taking it, literally an hour at a time, a day at a time.
It's so hard to do that. But you know, all these things, people use these phrases and stuff very ubiquitously. Really, you know, it's so prominent, but. To actually be able to put that in practice is an extremely hard thing to do.
I mean, it's
because again, our brains are wired for survival. So we're always planning, we're always thinking ahead, we're always judging everything for how good it's going to affect us. Is it going to harm us or whatever? And that keeps our brains alive.
But we do if you look back through hard times, and if you were to tell yourself like some of the worst shit that you've been through in your life, that you've come through the other side, if you were to tell yourself when you were younger, right, you've got this coming up, you'd probably be like, holy fuck, you know, how the hell am I going to deal with this? But because at every instance during going through that, you're constantly making choices, decisions, you are sorting this out, doing that out. We just live in a constant flux in those environments of survival, don't we?
Yeah.
But we get through them because it's weird. If you look at the entire bad situation in one giant cloud, it's like, that is a thunderhead that is going to sink me.
Yeah, really well put. Yeah.
But when you're going through it, you're not experiencing the whole thing at once. You're just experiencing a slice of it every time you go through.
Yeah, really well put, dude.
So
really, really well put.
That's why human beings can generally deal with the worst shit in the world, because we're not dealing with the sum of it. We're just dealing with a little chunk at a time.
Little percentages of it. Really well put, man. I like that. I like it a lot. She's now working on a giant capybara with a backpack.
Excellent.
I definitely feel like I have imposter syndrome, Lee says, especially when it comes to my friends, as I feel like I'm not always deserving of their support.
I testify. I absolutely agree with you on that one, dude. I'm exactly the same.
Again, I think a lot of people are. And a lot of that comes from kind of confidence, self-confidence and stuff. Some people are just brimming with self-confidence, and other people, like, I think you and I very much, we have a game face for when we're like at gigs and things and in public and stuff like that, but we really struggle with self-confidence a lot. But then again, I think, you know, there's a lot of people that do, and we don't have any other choice. You just have to find some way to get through, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, mine's a case of mine's an odd one. I have confidence in some things. Like if I'm just out chatting to people or anything, to me it's just generally there's a really like interesting talking to Carrie about this, because Carrie being autistic and everything, she struggles with a lot of the little nuances in communication with people. And I'd say, to be honest, most of the time, there's no like super fancy rule book. If you're just nice and you approach people with a kind of, hello mate, how you doing? The rest of it generally flows from that.
But I think where the anxiety comes is being self-aware. that's where the anxiety comes. So you're kind of thinking, did I say that right? Did I express myself right? Have I said something that's going to upset somebody?
Keep it vague. Just keep it vague.
Am I being a dickhead? Am I standing like an idiot? Is my eye drooping? Whatever it is, does my hair look funny? Does my pants just dropped? There's all those things that
sounds like a good night to me.
Right down to your arsehole. There's always that, and that is a confidence thing, and some people have confidence in spades. Other people disguise confidence greatly, really high functioning, and I think a load of people struggle with it. But yes, we're just imposter syndrome, especially when it comes to
the first step towards the tunnel is the hardest. Yep,
that's nicely said, actually. Remember, you are loved and not alone.
You are not alone.
But at the same time, as much as, again, I see that as one of those kind of ubiquitous statements that people make. You are loved and not alone. Well, it's true that for most people, someone loves them somewhere, and for most people, they're not alone. At the same time, most human beings are quite enveloped in themselves. It's the nature of life. Life is always self-preserving, so it's always enveloped in itself. And we've learnt to live in communities because it prospers us, as opposed to Cro-Magnon man and Neanderthal man and stuff like that.
But our heads is where we live 24/7.
Well spotted.
And that's where the damage gets done.
And so, like, kind of our main focus is always on ourselves. And so for you as well, if that makes sense, for you, other people may love you, but they're more concerned about themselves and how they're doing than necessarily concentrating on you. Leanne says, I don't feel like I'm deserving of anyone at the moment, but that's a much deeper issue that is not for
right now.
That
is fair enough.
But as much as you say that, Leanne, I think a load of people feel the same as well.
Yeah.
So again, people go through good times and bad times, and we all struggle with the bad times, and there's so much in our lives that taunt us and trouble us. And even some people are starving, and that's a big problem. And then some people are, they're having trouble with their computer. That may be a big problem for them, but that, as much as those don't equate in the wider scheme of things, for each person struggling with any issue, if it absorbs all your mind and all your anguish and anxiety, it is nevertheless a massive thing in your particular world. Being asked how you are is the hardest. Do you lie?
So
you lie. I think.
Do you lie and say fine, or tell the truth and maybe drive that person away? There is a sad reality with that, and this is one of the things that you always see on Facebook is. People will say, oh, I'm going through some shit, I feel really bad. And generally they'll get a lot of friends flock to them and be, oh, I'm so sad to hear that, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll keep saying about it, and they'll keep saying about it. And what ends up happening is everyone starts drifting away. Because the reality is, in any form of relationship and any communication, people won't hang around things that are negative all the time.
Because it brings them down too.
Exactly, it brings them down.
That weight weighs on them. So, another friend of ours said he didn't like watching the news or anything like that because it depresses him. So he just doesn't watch the news. But then the other side of that is that just avoiding it doesn't make it go away. And in the same way with people, you try and avoid all the things that give you bad feelings in your life.
It's really hard to find a happy medium between.
But that is life, I think, in everything, isn't it?
It's being aware that we are not the centre of. We're the centre of our universe, but we're not the centre of everyone else's, and we have to know
that's
that
really well said.
Our problems, even though it's good to share and talk about our problems, when your problems start impinging on other people's lives, and you basically get the equilibrium shifts in your problems dominating into their space. That's generally when people will be, maybe this isn't for me, because where's the room for my shit, basically. So we have to find that point of what works for me is, like, I talk to Simon about my problems. He's an amazing listener, but it's also goes the other way. Someone can talk to me about his things. It's making sure that you are not just transmitting, that you are also receiving, I find, and that's a kind of...
I think that's hard for some people, though. Again, I think it depends how self-involved you are, because if everyone thinks for themselves, when someone comes to them and all they do is just talk about themselves constantly, and they don't show any interest in you, or they don't show any interest in it, your first reaction is that they're very self-involved, and you instantly take a distance away from that. And we've all had that experience. So exactly as Mike's saying, that balancing act, I think, is a hard thing. But at the same time as well, I think some people are just naturally self-involved, and other people aren't. A bit like Nick's saying there, do you lie and say, oh, everything's okay, or do you vent? And it can be good. It's definitely therapeutic to vent. But again, for the person you're venting to, it's not necessarily the best thing for them.
And
you
need to be aware of also their situation as well. So, for example, if you've had a shit day and you're venting, and they've told you the day before that their father has just died, maybe that's not the best time to be. You have to, again, it is sometimes it's all a balancing act about understanding your feelings, your emotions, your wants, your needs, and other people's, so that yours doesn't dominate into their sphere too much. You can, as long as it's a two-way street, I find generally you can be there for. If people be there for you, you can be there for them. If you need to have a gripe and a groan, as long as they can have a gripe and a groan back when they need to, generally everyone kind of gets along great. It's when just that person who just feels it's a great quote off Ally McBeal back in the day when I used to watch it. She said, "Why do you think your problems are more important than everyone else's?" And she goes, "Because they're mine." And that is how a lot of people think.
But a lot of people think their problems trump everyone else's. So Kevin said, I always say to myself, if you can't change the outcome, there's no point worrying about it. That's a fantastic outlook, Kevin, but I think a load of people struggle with that, because worry is basically a question unanswered. Well, what will happen if, will I have the money for this? What happens if this person takes ill? How is that going to...
That's me at the moment, basically.
Yeah. But and that's the thing. It's great if you have that control, that you can just switch your mind off like that. But I think a load of people really struggle with that, and that's where the root of anxiety comes from.
And Mark says it's only in the last year he started to open up to good friends, as before he's never told anyone, as didn't want to add my problems to theirs. And I can relate to that. Like with what we've been going through at the moment, every time someone asks how I am, we basically, our life at the moment is a series of calamities. Where you just feel like, okay, right, we think we've got the hang of it. Oh, a swift kick in the happy sacks has just come out of nowhere. And you feel like you can't even make it up, kind of what's going on at the moment. But I know that if people speak to me and keep asking how I am, and I just relay a tale of woe, the end result will be that they're going to be kind of like, all Mike seems to be doing is complaining. And that is the natural course of things. They're not wrong for thinking that. So I have to be aware of that and think, okay, it's time to talk about them instead. How are you guys doing? How are you? I'm all right, things a bit up in the air, but hey ho, how are you doing? Shift the focus now and then. Just don't make it all a one track.
I always find it interesting how many people, when they talk to me, will ask. So, like for instance, whenever I'm setting up with the band and stuff, we're all like, how was your week? What have you been up to and stuff like that, as opposed to the question when someone goes, oh, how are you? Because then either you go, all right, well, I had this problem, that problem, or the usual thing of, yeah, things are good, just working away, and then they'll move on to talk about themselves. And I always find that very interesting, how
if it's just a pleasantry or an actual question. So
Nick's saying there, I'd prefer that rare commodity, empathy. It's interesting how many people are, again, just very self-absorbed, that they'll talk at great length and constantly about themselves, as opposed to actually asking, so I'll ask you about, how are various...
We do our checklists, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. Various parts of your life, because I'm interested in parts of your life, as opposed to just, how are you doing? Because that's going to... It's a kind of rhetorical, I'm okay, Oh, I broke my foot. Oh, no, what happened? Unless it's something like that, I find that interesting. Again, though, we're human beings. We're so impurely and improperly made, and I think that's the thing that, for me, I take the most away from, because we can expect too much of some people sometimes, I think. And again, we're just all so fucking rubbishly made.
Yes.
So it's, you know, it's how our brains work. We're always, first of all, the nature of life. You look at plants, you look at animals, you look at any form, amoeba, bacteria, self-preservation, self-perpetuation, and the good of itself, its life force, is all that drives life. So again, that's the deepest and that's the lowest.
That's our core
programming that's in us, and then all the other shit goes on top. You know.
Hello, Matt.
Matty!
You sexy. See, Matt's here now. Matt's just fucking awesome. So
He pulled his hamstring as he was packing up.
dude.
He had this really shit drum mat that he bought from Amazon, and it slipped just as we were packing up from the... we played at the Regent Ballroom. It's such a beautiful venue.
Nice.
Really, really beautiful venue. Anyway, so we were doing a private party there, and he's pulled this hamstring, so I had to follow him home and start working his muscle right up his arse.
Nice.
Poor fella, he's been in
Bow,
so much
chicka,
pain
wow.
all week. He's been in so much
dude. That
yeah,
sucks,
he's really
man.
been struggling. Bless him. He's one of the hardest band leaders I've ever worked with.
Yeah.
God love him.
You want to see someone struggle in the face of adversity? That is a lad who just doesn't give up. Nick says, but darling, you're a moany bitch and we love you. And that's the thing. I don't want to be the moany bitch. So a little bit of a moan, but then you got to get yourself back on track and remember that other people have things they need to talk about too.
Rob says, I usually vent to myself by listening to heavy metal. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
But that is, you know, a load of people find that listening to aggressive music or stuff like that is a way to get rid of some of that. That is, sometimes we feel like a pressure cooker that this stuff builds up. I don't like burdening others too much with my problems. Imposter syndrome again, where I don't feel like my shit is worthy.
Your shit
Again,
is no more worthy or unworthy than anyone else's.
But that's a very natural feeling, I would say, Rob's.
'Cause
personally,
regardless of status or all that bullshit, none of that really matters. It's all of social construction. So all of our shit is just as good or bad as anyone else's. So provide if you're willing to listen to other people's, they should then be willing to listen to yours. So that's how it should be. So saith me.
I agree.
Wow, I was expecting a challenge to sneak in there.
That's like, though, we mentioned Kirsty. She said, you know, I like talking about myself, but I really feel like I have to just put up with listening to other people, you know.
God, what a horror. What a shit existence. I listen to the Doolies. Taxi. Nah. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
All right.
We're just about to finish.
We are just about to finish. Nice of you to join us there, Pip at the Post. Right, we will do one more. We'll sneak one in.
What do you want to do? Just choose something.
Rob wanted some Pantera.
Okay, what have we got? I think we've only got
We'll
Walk,
just say
haven't we?
one. We love you all, and you're always welcome round our fires whenever.
I think we've only got Walk, haven't we?
I think so. Might have to be Walk again then.
Okay.
But,
Come on, where are you?
yeah. If you ever need to reach out and chat, people, that's what we're here for.
Oh, what did I do there? I need to turn everything off. Oh, God, I keep doing this. Oh, what's wrong with my...
Night, Nick. We'll see you later, my
fingers.
darling. Mwah. Big cuddle for you, sir. See if I can get the pitching right this time.
See, I'm easily born by persistence. One step through You want to to be under my skin and call yourself a friend. I've got more friends like you. What do I do? Is there no standing anymore? What it takes, who I am, where I've been below. You can't be something you're not. Be yourself, by yourself, stay away from me. A lesson learned in life. Go from the dawn of time. Respect. Whoa. What do you say? Respect. Whoa. What are you talking to me? What are you talking to me? Run your mouth when I'm not around. It's easy to achieve. You cry to win friends that sympathize. Can you hear the violins playing your soul? Those same friends tell me you're everyone. Is there no standard anymore? What it takes, who I am, where I've been below. You can't be something you're not. Be yourself, by yourself, stay away from me. A lesson learned in life. No from the dawn of time. Respect. What do you say? Respect. What are you talking to me? Respect. What do you say? Respect. What are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? No way, fuck. See you there, Rob. Take care, buddy. Respect. What do you say? Respect. What are you talking to me? Respect. What do you say? Respect. Walk. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Good night, everyone. Alright, everyone, take care. Look after yourselves. Remember, if you're ever having bad thoughts or you're not feeling right in life, you can always reach out. We're always here. Look after yourself. Look after each other. We love you loads. Thank you, Ellen. Take care, Lee. Much love to you. All right, everyone. Look after yourselves. Stay sexy, stay slinky, and we will see you again soon. All the best.
Be kind.
Bye-bye.